Hey guys, can you hear me? It's Jer. About to drive back to the rehab. Unfortunately, right? Unfortunately. Because I paid the boy his money, so I'm going to be stuck there probably another month-ish, at least. Till I can find a place to get the hell out of there, you know? But, so I'm stuck. Like a rat. Stuck like a rat. And, I can feel the withdrawals are coming. I think I have a feeling that they're coming from, I decided I didn't really want to take the antipsychotics anymore. And when I stop taking them, I get these weird withdrawals. Like I gotta keep rubbing my face and rubbing my eyes and rubbing my skin, and I just feel, I guess the word is crawling in my skin, right? Linkin Park. These wounds, they will not heal. I just feel like, my skin's really rubbable. Jesus, this fucking retard almost hit me. So I hate driving, you know? People, they'll kill you easily. They'll hit you and kill you. And they won't even think twice about it, too. People who drive, normies, they're absolutely insane. But, it is what it is. So, so yeah, I'm stuck in rehab another month, and my parents are going out of town for like a week or longer. I don't like when they travel. I don't like when they're out of town. I don't want something bad to happen to them, and I don't like being left alone in this city without my parents, you know? Because what if my car breaks down? And, you know, I don't know, just like random stuff like that. You know, I just don't like the idea of my parents being very far away. Probably, and, you know, I don't know if I really want to move out of state either, because I don't want to be too far away from them as well. But yeah, I gotta find a room already, right? Get the hell out of here. Just sitting on the couch all day, every day, not even able to drink beer because I'm living a rehab, you know? It's like, I need a change of pace. I started going to the gym sometimes to swim. So that's something, I guess, right? Going to the gay little gym to swim. I got goggles. They're Speedos for $15 from Target. So they work, but they leave really dark circles under my eyes. So it's a win-lose situation, because the goggles leave these dark, deep circles under my eyes, and I look 60 years older when I wear them, the goggles. So it's a give and take situation there. It's a give and take. You know, I bought some food at the store, and I'm like, oh shit, well, where am I going to put all the food, right? Because when you live in a rehab with like 14 other dudes, and in my bedroom I live with 7 other dudes, you know, there's very limited space for clothes, for food, for the refrigerator, you know, for anything. When you live in a house with 15 guys, and when you live in a room with 7 guys, you have to think, oh shit, I have like no room to put anything. And, you know, and you can't jerk off because there's guys everywhere, right? That would be cringe and awkward. So there's no privacy, right? There's no privacy. Even if you try, the bathrooms are kind of uncomfortable, so you're like, you just give up after a while, and you're like, well, this is lame. I can't stretch my feet out. How am I supposed to coom like this, right? It's not possible. It's not possible. So, you know, you can't drink beer, you can't jerk, you can't chill by yourself. And I sometimes I just want to be, you know, alone, like totally alone. I know the videos that you think, oh, but Jer, you want a wife and all this stuff. Well, that's clearly not happening. So, you know, plan B, I'd like some alone time or some privacy time or something, you know, just to whatever. Because I'm a solitary wolf animal, I guess. I don't know if it's by choice, maybe subconsciously by choice. But that I actually prefer the term jellyfish instead of wolf, because jellyfish, I mean, they're like wolves, except they don't really hunt in packs. And they, well, actually, they do swim in schools of packs. The point is that I'm trying to make is that jellyfish are free-spirited, and they go wherever they go. They're not told what to do. They're not usually eaten. They can kind of get by without predators for the most part, because they probably don't taste very good, and so people don't really want to eat them because they don't taste good, and they'll shock you if you get too close. And that's me as well. You get you get too close and I'll shock you, right in the balls. Yeah, so not that anyone would get too close, because nobody wants to get too close to me anyway. And so actually I like the idea of jellyfish more than wolves. You know, wolves are so bloody and gruesome and violent and normie-esque, you know, alpha males, all that stuff. Jellyfish don't have that. There's no alpha jellyfish, you know. Everyone just chills and swims around and collects food into their mouths slowly, you know. And they're not in a rush because they live like forever, you know. They don't really have a death cycle. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. They die. They're like, jellyfish are like plants. They're basically like seeds or plants, because once they die, you know, they basically turn back into a seed, and then that seed creates another jellyfish, I think. And so they are similar to plants that way, or mushrooms, I guess you could say. They're not so much as like animals. They're more like mushrooms or plants of the sea, I suppose, when it comes to the whole death and reincarnation cycle thing that jellyfish go through. And so and there's the curfews, right? When you live in a rehab, you got to be in bed by 11. You have to be up at 8, and you can't. If you don't follow any of the rules, and there's a lot of retarded bullshit rules at rehabs, and you got to write essays, and I think I got school coming up or something, like a new semester of school, and not really looking forward to that, you know. That's like a pain in the ass. Like, school's a pain in the ass, right? So that's a pain, and like, it's, you know, you got to buy books, got to kind of read some of the books to pass the classes. That's annoying, you know. I wish I didn't have to do all this stupid bullshit. I wish I had a job that I liked, or disability, or a routine that I liked, or a group of friends I could hang out with, or something to make life worth living a little bit. But you know, it's lacking in that department. I'll just say that much, right? It's lacking in that department. You know, how many times can one man rewatch Girl in the Futon before he starts to go a little crazy? How many times can he rewatch Death Note and NHK Onichan Dakido, and Henzemi, and Bokuwa Tomogachi Ba next. Hagunai Sugunai next. How many times can one boy rewatch Girl in the Futon before he goes a little nuts in the membrane, right? Don't get me wrong, I understand that's one of the pleasures that normies will never be able to experience. But even I don't get to experience it as much, because when I was living at like other places, or like my parents, or when I lived by myself or whatever, I would get drunk and I would rewatch animes that I've already watched a million times, like Girl in the Futon or whatever, or NHK or something. But here, I can't drink, so it makes me kind of not want to rewatch it, because the alcohol helps get you in the mood for sadness and watching things and being nostalgic. The alcohol really helps out with that. I'll say that much as a fact. The alcohol quite helps with that. And so I am being, and my mom, she's like, we didn't tell you to get a job, even though I got a job, right? She's like, well, we didn't tell you to get a job. And then like last week, she's like, we're going to stop helping you pay for your rent in a few months. So you need to pay your own rent, which I'm okay with paying my own rent. But now she's bluffing at me with this threat. It's like, oh, I'm not going to help you pay for your rent in a few months, so you better whatever, etc. Make your own conclusions off that. You will. Like, what am I supposed to take away from that? You kicked me out, and you're helping me with rent, and I'm okay with paying my own rent, but if I'm going to pay rent, I at least don't want to live at a fucking rehab anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I would rather at least live in a room by myself. And I haven't accomplished that yet, because I haven't. The places I checked, they were you motherfucker, let me over, you piece of shit. Scumbag drivers, dude, let me tell you. These motherfuckers try to pass you. They don't want you to pass them, Trying to kill me out here. Fuck. Trying to fucking kill me on this shitty road of life and freeway road that we're all forced to take against our whim and will. And then we got cocksucker driver motherfuckers who are like, oh, I'm going to drive 80 and pass you, even though you're driving 75 or whatever. Absolute cocksuckers, Absolute cocksuckers. And, fucking hate people like this, man. Fucking hate drivers. And I forgot what I was talking about. Now I don't remember what I was talking about, because this fucking guy. Fuck. What was I saying? Fuck. Yeah, I want to live. If I'm going to pay rent, I'm down, but I would actually prefer to have my own room first, instead of a rehab. Which I get it, My mom's like, oh, I'm going to kick him out. Where am I going to send him? Oh, rehabs will take him. They're fast and easy to get into because they're cheaper and they have rooms and beds available. The only bad thing is they're very, very gay. Very, very gay. So that's the downside of being forced into rehabs, you know what I mean? For the last 10 or whatever, how many months it's been, I've been in rehab since last November, and now it's almost the end of August, September, October, whatever. So Tell me how many months that is. From August, or from November to the end of August. I don't know. I'm not going to count. Anyway. So, hopefully, this is my last month here. And even if I move out, you know, I get it. My mental state will probably degrade a lot, as it always does when I live by myself. Just have beers and watch anime and stay up all night, and my mental health gets quite crazy, as Jen will, I don't know, as people might attest to. But yeah, you know, I'm not so sure I need the antipsychotics, you know, and it's annoying that you get withdrawals from them, but I'm kind of thinking I should stop taking them for right now and get off all meds except for my sleeping pill, probably. Who knows if it's a good or bad idea? I don't know. Who cares, right? Who cares? I don't have schizophrenia. It makes no sense that I'm on these drugs, right? It's not my decision. It's God's will or whatever. So, back at the rehab now. What a ride, right, guys? Now I gotta put all this food away that I bought with my mom. And now I'm like, what am I gonna do with all this fucking food? I barely eat as it is. Am I really gonna eat all this? No, I'm not. So why did I buy it? I don't know. When you're with your mom, you just like to buy food. That's how it is, man. That's how it is. Jeez, when our parents die, dude, it's, I mean, what are you even gonna do? Hopefully I'll have, my life put together by then. Probably, I don't know, we'll see, you know. Who fucking knows, but I don't want to face that day, you know, when your parents go. I really don't. That can drive anyone insane. Absolutely insane. And it does for many people. It makes them just leave everything, go become homeless and get addicted to drugs or whatever. It's when their parents disappear. That really fucks people up. And, you know, it's a fucked up world. And my neighbors, right, they're my parents' neighbors, you know, their kids are living in a bus, and they have 2 kids of their own who are toddlers or 1-year-olds or whatever. And those kids are going to get to grow up on a bus. Awesome. My generation is awesome because we can buy buses and raise our families in buses. We can add bathrooms and showers to a bus. A used school bus you can buy online, right? You can take a mortgage out on it or whatever, a home loan or something. And you can buy land, and you can park your bus home on the land. You know, boomers used to be able to buy these things called, cars and houses, especially houses. Now, well, we can buy buses. Very cool. Gen Zoomers, get ready to zoom your ass off on a speedy boy bus. 'Cause houses are too expensive. There's no good paying jobs except for the ones that Jan gets with the computer degrees, all that stuff. Us, we get to flip Krabby Patties and live in a bus. And even if you get an apartment, good luck saving up cash because it's so dang expensive these days, right? In the housing market, so pricey. Hey, but we can buy a bus. Hey, I can raise my family in a bus. Who needs rooms and doors and... I'm not talking about Jim Morrison from The Doors or whatever his name is. You know, I'm talking about us on the open road in a bus. The wheels on the cunt go round and round. Little Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a big bad fall. Right? My generation gets buses. What does your generation get? The generation after us, they won't even, this is my prediction, they won't even be able to afford a bus. They will literally live in a box with wheels on it. Like a cardboard box that they'll have a wagon, like a plastic wagon. They'll put a cardboard box on it, and that will be their home. That'll be Zoomers' houses in the year 2025. Everyone will live on wagon, cardboard housing things. Except we know what's really going to happen, right? They're going to shove all of us into the re-education centers because we didn't get a special dose of whatever they're giving out right now, if you catch my drift. People who refuse to get the dose will be sent to re-education centers like in China and other places where they forcibly re-educate you on what you need to do to be a real boy, right? And I will, when am I going to get married, right? I want to get married, but it doesn't look like it's going to be happening anytime soon, right? Yeah, that's how it looks right about now, right? All the girls, they're all too busy to talk to me. They all got something better to do. Oh, that guy's a creep. I'm not going to talk to that guy. Oh, I'm going to not respond to his text messages. I'm not going to marry that guy. No, there's something off about his neurotypicalness that doesn't quite sit right with me. There's something about his brain patterns that spook off my disgusting cunt juices, And so, it's like another year without a human being's touch. Another dollar spent on Pabst Blue Ribbon, award-winning Blue Ribbon beer. You can find Pabst at your local county fairs. That's how it got popularized. They made it at a county fair, and people just liked Pabst so much that it became a name brand beer in every American household in the 1950s. I just made up the whole story. But it sounds like an adorable real story, right? Pabst, it started out at your local county fair. It made it big, and now everybody and their neighbor loves drinking a hot, cold Pabst on a Thursday night. Hell yeah. Okay, I really gotta go. I gotta stop talking. But when I start these damn vlogs, sometimes I just don't want to shut up. I feel like I could talk your damn ear off all night. But, as fate would have it, I got, what's the word? Terror. No, that's not the right word. Fuck. It's like terror when I think about how I gotta go back to the old grind on Saturday and Sunday, which is when I work. Saturday and Sundays. Dread. That's it. Judge Dredd. I've got Judge Dredd because I gotta go back to the old grind and make my cold hard cash to pay the rent and whatever. Really, can I really fit school into my busy schedule of working 2 days and sitting on the couch for 5 days? I don't know. It sounds a little tricky. And school can be a little bit of work, and I don't know if I could handle that. It's kind of gay. I'm not pretty bad at studying. I might flunk my damn classes this semester and just be done with school once and for all, right? Stop cock teasing me every semester by giving me passing grades. Just flunk me already so I can say, fuck it, and abandon school for the rest of my days. Give up any ideals of becoming possibly a therapist in the future, full of debt from a master's degree that, who knows, the therapist. Would I even make a good therapist? I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments if you think I would make a good one. Yeah. Still, making games every day, hoping that one of them will hit the big time. But none of them ever do, and I don't know if one ever will. But for some reason, that's not quite stopping me. So every day, more and more games being made by me to try to get that sweet front page of Newgrounds, that site that only 12-year-olds go on. And, I still, haven't got that front page spot in 13 years on the website. It's 13 is an unlucky number. I'll chalk it up to unluckiness that I haven't got front page this year. Despite cool 3D games, might I say, cool 3D games, still no front page spot. And still no wife, not even close to a front page spot or a wife. And I'm 29, my life is missing the vital ingredients that make up a healthy, happy 29-year-old boy's life. It's missing those vital nutrients that go into one person's heart. And when people look at you and they know that your heart is incomplete and shattered and messy, and they see something off about your ghostly personality and your behavioral self, and how you don't fit in like a cookie cutter mold into the cookie sheet of the oven of America's hive mind, you start missing out on talking points. Oh, Afghanistan took over the whatever. Oh, the Joe whatever, Trump did this, blah, 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 did that. You're out of the loop when you live in this sort of bubble as a neat boy star. You get out of the bubble of conformity and you get out of the bubble of normalcy. And all of a sudden you're like an alien on a different planet of species of homosexual sapiens, sex-crazed monkeys who are into BDSM and all these things, and Gumby, the green claymation figure. Look up Gumby suits and you can find BDSM Gumby suits on zabujar.com. And, all the America, the world is a melting pot of cum and scum. And for some reason, we're like potatoes. We go into the dish of the boiling water pot, but it doesn't add any flavor to the overall taste of the entire entree. Potatoes have no flavor. They're just there to eat. All the Irish were massacred. There was no such thing as a potato famine. That was something the British made up as a lie so that they could massacre all the Irish. That's a fact in my book. You won't find that anywhere else, but that is really what happened, if you ask me, because it's too convenient. Oh, a famine of potatoes. That's absolute horseshit, just like the rest of Wikipedia, who tell you Tartaria didn't create all of our buildings and cathedrals and all that stuff, And you look up, oh, I want to see a picture of the construction of our state buildings or cathedrals. Oh, I can't find one. That's weird. Yeah, it's weird because there were no pictures taken because we didn't build them. Tartarians built them. Wikipedia is a bunch of disgusting, evil bagel lies, cocksucker lies. This whole world is lies. Everything is a lie. It's the devil's world because everything people tell you is a lie all the time. All the time, it's nothing but lies in this world. And, it's all a bunch of liars. It's a nasty, rotten place, right? Anyway, hope you guys have a good day and a good night. I mean, it's nighttime. I hope my work isn't too fucking freaky this Saturday and Sunday, enough that I quit and become a motherfucker again. I'd like a job where it doesn't scare me to go to work. Is that too much to ask? Apparently it is for 99% of jobs, which is why I shouldn't be working, because jobs scare the hell out of me because people are idiots and they're fuckers and blah, blah, blah. Makes no sense that I'm working because blah, blah, blah. Got denied disability 3 times. The judges can suck my fat cock, right? And so, what was I saying? I gotta go. God bless you and your family. Thanks for listening to the vlogs. Bye, guys.